Hello everyone, welcome to Ladies' #1 Detective Agency, Clearing the Paranormal. This is August 19th, 2026, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Janet Graham. Hello Janet, how are you today?
Hello Aimée, what a lovely day.
I know, it's a gorgeous summer day. Nice and windy, not too hot.
Just beautiful.
Not
Don't
too
get
humid.
all sweaty and
And our other co-host, Mr. Bill Johnston, is not available right now. And besides, this is just a on-the-fly tea with Janet. And we are just going to have Janet kind of take over the podcast today to just talk about what's been happening with... how can we say this? Like, she's getting a lot of calls from people, and like, people are clearly going through a lot of chaos and disruption, and their lives are imploding, exploding. And I think she might have some good tidbits of advice here. I will turn it over to you, Janet. What's been happening?
well, all kinds of incidents of, like people at work, and all of a sudden they find that their bosses are trying to manipulate and control everybody, and they're focused on one person in particular, and then they focus on another person. It's like there's something about nasty people that are getting even nastier. And so how are we going to deal with that? Okay? The best way to deal with it is stand in your power, stand in your truth, and don't back down. Okay? Don't back down. Oh my God, I've got so much going on with people crying and upset because why are these people attacking them? I'm doing my job. I'm a good person. Blah, 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 blah. And it's the truth. They are good people, but what's happening is that dark side of people, if they've been showing a part of that dark side, it's coming out even stronger. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do? Basically, they're a bunch of bullies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do? You stand in the truth. Keep standing in the truth, because this is really a time of justice, and they're showing you that justice will prevail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? As long as you keep doing that. And people are finding out things from their life that they didn't know, and like secrets coming out of the closet.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, what? Holy jeez.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on here? And they're in shock, but they've had a sense of knowing, and now they're getting that confirmation,
Mm-hmm.
which is really kind of cool. Sometimes it's a little hurtful, but I mean, you've lived with it all your life as it is. It's just confirmed now.
Mm-hmm.
People who have been having affairs, they're being found out. Okay? People that have been stealing and robbing others. And it's all about the truth now.
Mm-hmm.
The truth coming out, the truth being presented to you. How are you going to handle that truth?
Yeah.
Okay? And if you're going to go in with emotion, the emotion of it, okay, have a good cry. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Talk to Janet and cry your eyes out, or be angry and vent. However,
most vent.
Janet can't fix it.
I can't fix it, okay? I can't fix it. The only thing is you have to learn how to accept it and move forward and know this is the past. I can't fix the past. I can't go back in the past, but I can forgive it and move forward.
Yeah.
But you're going to see a lot more of that happening, especially over the next, from now till December. So hang on to your panties, girls.
Well, yeah, and then we just had, was it a solar eclipse? It was a solar eclipse. We have the lunar eclipse, so...
The lunar eclipse is coming on the 28th, I think.
And the moon was is now waxing, if I get that correct. So now it'll start to shine a light on things. So before things were hidden, now and these planetary alignments are unlike anything that some people have ever had in their lifetime. And for some of us, it's been an extremely long time. So, if we are old enough and can look back at what was happening in our lives at that time, may not be the exact same thing, but there might be a theme that's running there,
Exactly. The other thing that you're going to find too is with all this kind of yucky news and everything else, there's a balance coming in, and it's kind of cool because I'm watching it as like the scales just kind of balancing out, and there's pops of really great news and opportunities coming for people. Like all of a sudden they'll get a job offer, like they've got a job, but it's like, oh, they feel bored with their job, or it's time for me to move on. What should I do? And a job offer comes in, and it's out of your field, and you're going, I don't know if I can do that. Take a chance, because you might find that this is an opportunity to help you, number one, grow. Number two, grow your bank account. Okay? And it helps you to get out of the situations you're in there, and helps you find more peace of mind and happiness. And it's like relationships. Don't start any new relationships or anything right now.
Well, it's the worst time right now to start anything new,
Exactly.
whether it's a relationship or a project or anything. It's almost like a Mercury retrograde. Just spend time refining things, or think about the new thing, or new person, but don't dive in there because you don't have all the information.
No, but take care of the little details right now.
Yeah.
Because all those little details, later on, you'll go, oh, thank God I did that. I took care of everything, so now everything's going with ease.
And what if it's a red flag?
Exactly.
Or sorry, what is the word I want to? Maybe it's bait. So maybe it's like something's coming in to distract you because you are getting closer to where you're meant to be. So, we'll just throw this in the mix and then just take you off your path.
Exactly. And it's a wackadoodle time. A wackadoodle. That's what I'm going to call it. A wackadoodle time. But ground yourself really well.
Yes.
Ground yourself.
I can't help but plug the 12D shield again and again and again. And if you feel like you just need to get away from everybody and not do stuff, just say no and look after you, because it is about
it's taking care of you right now.
We've been in this theme for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
But
now it's coming down to the rail. It's coming down to, if you don't take care of yourself, okay,
you're going to get
you're
the
out.
rug. Yep, the rug's going to get pulled out.
Yeah.
And I found it's been so hard to plan anything. It's like you start planning things and all of a sudden, it may not even be all of a sudden something comes up last minute that you have to deal with. It's not just about that, but it's just about the feeling of, I can't even get myself motivated. Like, what's wrong? But it feels chaos. Like the energy feels chaotic, and it's like I feel stuck. But it's like, yeah. But the last couple of days, the energy's felt better. Like there's been a lift or a balance in the energy that feels.
Well, I've been finding that you'll get 3 or 4 days and it's just chaotic, and then you'll get a day or two that'll calm down, and then you get some more chaos that comes in, and it just seems to be like a wave.
Yeah. You can't even predict it anymore. No. Like things just are not normal in any way, shape, or form.
No, and you're not sleeping well.
And then look what's going on we went out last minute, had to run to the store last night to pick up some stuff, and just happened to go through the meat section because I said, my hamburger order, I order my groceries. I said, my hamburger didn't come in. So I went and looked, and I was so shocked at the price of hamburger. It was like $30.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it?
And I'm like, how are families even surviving? And I'm like, Bill, not only that, look at the tag. It's from Australia. Are you telling me that what's wrong with our Canadian farmers? And I had just said that. Then an announcement came over on the PA system at the grocery store saying, "Oh, we at the grocery store, I won't say the name, support our local Ontario farmers produce or Ontario produce from." And I'm going, yeah, and they're just not the meat. Like, why are we getting? And so then I was thinking, oh, I bet we've always been getting our meat from the States, and now they're not. Why are we not getting our meat from our Canadian farmers?
Exactly. That's where you have to go to the farmers markets and go to the farm itself.
Yeah.
You know, and it's...
I said, we're going to have to get like a side of beef or something. So then I was doing some work on my website, and then because if you click on another browser page, up pops like, I don't know, that MSN or Bing or whatever it is. And up pops this thing about Kearney is investing. There's this national electrical program, and Kearney's because by 2050 or something like that, our need for electricity is going to double. And I'm thinking, how is that even possible? We have a declining population.
Exactly.
How is our need for electricity going to double? And then I went, if anyone had been paying attention in the news lately, and even when we were driving on trips and stuff, there's signs all over the place saying, no data centers here, and there's people going up in arms saying they don't want data centers in their community. Well, they want these data centers, which are going to need a lot of electricity and water, because they want to increase their surveillance. And in one thing I read, they said it's because they want the computing power to put in that national credit thing. Now, I'm not sure if I believe in that conspiracy theory aspect of it. I do know that credit system exists in other countries. I don't know what Kearney's up to, but I can assure you that it has nothing to do with the fact that us as people need more electricity.
No. No, people need to do more things local.
They are doing.
Yeah.
And then Bill told me that, he goes, interesting, they made that announcement. And then he goes, and then they just talked about how they're going to invest millions in some kind of dam in Labrador. I went, what?
I don't listen to the news.
I
don't listen to it.
I don't listen to it either. It just pops up. But
it's all lies.
And I'm going, okay, so they're up to something.
They always are.
They always are. Right? So what is it now that they're up to?
Yeah. No, but...
Anyway, so we went from energetics to talking about beef and Australian meat. Like, why is our local... and then the price of food, I'm just like, insane.
Well, I could buy a bag of groceries and pay, $50 and have a full bag. Now you pay $50 and you have 2 items.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's insane.
If we picked up the hamburger.
Exactly.
and eggs, there's $50 right there.
Exactly.
And it was like 2 pounds of hamburger. And I usually buy like a club pack so we can use it to make multiple meals, but still, wow.
Yeah, it's just insane.
It's just crazy. Anyway, but on top of all of that, so...
We do get distracted.
Yes, I know. It's been a while since we've been able to chat, though.
Exactly.
And it's important to understand what's going on in the world. And I guess part of our frustration, maybe part of that, where that's coming from is, okay, if all these truths are coming out, if all of this stuff's being exposed, then why are we still sitting here going, how come we still don't have full disclosure? How is it that these nasty people...
That's coming.
These nasty people are still getting away with being nasty.
But it's all coming. Because I feel like they're going to be taken out of the picture. Like they're going to be found out. They're going to be charged. Some of them are going to prison. Some of them are going to be like moving away to other countries just to escape So
I guess in some ways it is happening, because I was trying to figure out why all of a sudden on my phone it was promoting FIFA. free, like, I don't even know what it was saying because I just skipped through it. Kept coming up from Bell, free, watching FIFA. And then I was looking for something to watch one night on Netflix, and they had this big scandal about FIFA and how they had exposed all the corruption and stuff. So I guess it is happening.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that it's showing up in platforms like Netflix, where you think they'd be protecting
And Disney.
all that exposure.
And, the royal family and all of it. It's like it's coming out. And it's going to, people are going to look at the world so differently and go, all those lies. How did we fall for all those lies?
Yeah.
You know, but they keep, it's like false advertising, right? They tell you all the nice things, and so people go, oh, that's wonderful, oh, great. Nobody's looking and going, that's a little too wonderful. So what's happening?
Yeah.
But now people are going to ask questions, which is good. They're going to start asking questions, and they're going to start saying, okay, what do I need to know? What is the truth behind this? And that's the wonderful thing I found too lately, as I'll say to Spirit, show me the truth of this. Show me the truth of this subject. And I'll get all kinds of information coming in, and it just blows your mind.
And that's a really good exercise for anybody to do. If they just calmly go in and just pause instead of being caught up in all the chaos of the moment and because if it's personally affecting you, it's hard.
It's hard. It's devastating.
But if you can just take a moment, pause, and go, okay, what is really the truth about this? Is there something in me that this is bringing up that needs to be addressed for me? Is this about something else? Okay, what's the truth of it? Show me. And then it's so important to just accept whatever those messages and information that's coming in. Even write it down.
Exactly.
And then what if you got to lose by acting on those messages?
Nothing. You're way ahead. Because you learn the truth. It's just like, when somebody starts talking to you about another person, and you say to Spirit, okay, Spirit, show me the truth about that person. And then you get all this information about that person, and you go, okay, so that other person was just spreading gossip, not telling the truth. You know? It's amazing. It's like, even when I go out and I say, okay, I want a parking spot that's close to the front of the store, and, that's wide enough, and please make it happen. I go, there's a perfect parking spot, everything else. We forget to ask.
Yeah.
And it's like we need to ask the questions now more than ever.
Yeah. And I was listening to this podcast. I've been doing a lot of cleaning lately, and I have to do something while I'm doing it, because it's like, if I got to do mindless work, I might as well be using my mind for something. So I'll listen to some podcasts. And there was one guy talking about how we're rendering our reality. And I really like the way he said that. He said, well, our reality, and he was talking about consciousness and, how we're all part of consciousness, but we render this reality. And, like this room that we're sitting in, this has been it's rendered with our mind when we come back because we rendered it. Everything is the way that it was in that we rendered it, right?
Exactly.
And then the more I thought about that, I thought, I wonder if that's where these like weird time slips come in.
Oh.
Can we talk about the...
Sure.
Bill's not here, but one morning, so this was just last week. So this is in the middle of all the eclipses and everything. And he was in the kitchen, filling up his water bottle, getting ready for work. I was in the living room working on some stuff. All the windows and my patio door were open, and it was quiet in the house. And all of a sudden he said, "Did you see that plane?" And I'm thinking, I didn't hear a plane. Like, I live on a lake, so if a float plane comes over my house, it's loud.
Oh, God, yeah.
And even if it is in that, sometimes we see a plane, we don't hear it till after, I still would have heard it. So I went running out, and I'm going, what plane? He goes, well, it came right over the trees, and then I lost it behind the trees. And I said, well, that's weird. They don't land in front of my place because it's a short distance, they tend to go land up and down the lake,
And
right?
they're loud.
And they're loud.
Jeepers.
And
yeah.
I said, even if it had gone into land and then changed its mind and kept going, we would have heard it.
Yeah.
As it was ascending again.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyways, as soon as he said that, I ran down, because I couldn't see it. I ran down to the lake. I stood on the dock. I looked up the lake, down the lake, across the lake. There was no plane. And he goes, I think I'm losing my mind. I said, no. Nope. I said, I think you just went into another dimension. Something,
you got
some veil got shifted.
Exactly. You got to sneak peek into another dimension.
Yeah, it was wild. And I said,
just like when I saw the city.
Yeah.
One day I was just looking at the clouds, and all of a sudden I saw the city in the clouds, and I saw all the buildings and everything, and I thought, the hell was the city doing up in the clouds? And then I'm like, oh, okay.
It's kind of like that movie, The Shadow. Who is that famous hunky guy that was in that as the actor? But he's the shadow, and like and he's in this busy, city, and this veil clears, and you can see this huge, beautiful structure, and the person walking up and down the street can't see it, but he can see it, right? And then he goes into this,
Wow.
Who is that guy? It'll come to me. Anyway, it's kind of like that thing, that kind of stuff.
I haven't watched TV for a while, so.
Oh, this is a movie, so now I got to look it up.
There's your glasses over there.
Good old Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's so the themes I think that have been going on the last while are still happening, but there seems to be an uptick on the nastiness of people,
but it's got to come out, and it's got to get worse before it gets better, so people can see the truth of these people and go, okay, this is not a temporary thing, this is who they are, and stand in their power, and don't let them bully them, and don't let them manipulate them. So those people have got to be stopped.
Yeah. Alec Baldwin. That's who was in it. 1994 film, if people want to look into it. But
okay.
That was really interesting. Yeah, so I think that we're having these... and you were talking earlier too, which is why we decided to kind of hop on here. But you were talking about how people's gifts are coming out, and how people need to use them because they're being called to use them. And I said, well, problem is, if someone tells you have gifts, you go, yeah, and what are they? And if I have a sense that I have them, well, how the heck do I know? What do I do? Like how, especially if you're in the muggle world of everyone, I'm not trying to insult people, but everyone just going around their day-to-day lives and they aren't paying attention to the fact that there's 50 to 100 movies and documentaries on Netflix and Prime about UFOs and disclosure, and they're just going about their life, and
Well, the problem is they see a lot of it, and because they're seeing a lot of it, they just think that it's not real. It's just television stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so for them to see it in life for themselves, it's like they're looking for proof. I need to see this. If I don't see this, then I'm not going to believe this. When I tell people, okay, you have these gifts, and, it's time to let them out, and then I try to explain to them what gifts I see for them and how best they can work with that and bring them out stronger. And it's like, they're like, okay, I'll do what I can. But some of the gifts, I have no idea how they can make it stronger. So then I suggest that they read up about it.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the library, look for books on those subjects and see what they can find. Because the more aware you are,
it's
the
like
better
breadcrumbs, right? You just keep, maybe it won't be exactly what you need, but it'll at least lead you on a trail to where you're supposed to be to find it.
But the more you use it, the more comfortable you are with it, and the more it's just automatic.
Do you not think that, I absolutely agree, do you not think that part of it too is people are afraid to talk to other people about it because of the whole stigma around it and people not believing them?
Yes, 100%.
And so there's a lot of ego in there about, if people are going to think I'm crazy if I say this stuff or share this stuff.
Yeah.
And or it's like, okay, well, I'm getting this message. If I tell this person, what if it's not true?
Exactly. Because they don't believe in spirit. They're not trusting in spirit, right? So when I get a message, and you know me, when I get a message, my big mouth just blah, 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 and you're like, wait, and I'm like, no, I can't wait.
You're gonna have to. My pen ran out of ink.
So you know the scenario, but you know I trust 100% in spirit. So whatever spirit gives me that message, I'm going to pass that on. You know?
And sometimes too, like it's always filtered through what we know and our language and context and stuff.
Exactly.
So, people say, well, that didn't happen, or it didn't happen this way. And it's like, well, you know what? Like it's perspective, and just because it didn't happen exactly that way, did it happen? Sure.
Exactly.
So you can't get down into the mucky details about it, because sometimes some of the stuff you tell is so detailed, and it's like, oh my God, it happened exactly that way. And sometimes it's pretty vague, and it's like, you're not always given all the information either, because sometimes the person is meant to be given the tidbit to pull on that thread and examine it themselves.
And follow it through.
Yeah.
And if they choose not to follow it through, then,
Yeah, and then sometimes too,
you.
and I think things are moving. I've been thinking about this a lot lately too, about how shifting all of our realities and perspectives and time and everything is. And I think too that makes it harder to give. I don't know. Sometimes the information is hard to give a person because it's like it's shifting so much, and people could be shifting between different probabilities. Let's say probabilities. You're seeing probabilities.
Exactly.
So if a person continues on, you have no way of predicting what their choice is going to be. In a lot of cases. Sometimes you have an idea what their choice, not you, but spirit has an idea.
Yeah.
So I think the probabilities become so fluctuating that sometimes it's like, okay, well, on your current path, based on this is the probability. But if you choose not to do that, or you do something totally different, and then mixed in with that, I wonder about our own missions and blueprints. People, there's no way to know exactly when a person is going to get activated into their, we'll call it mission or blueprint or purpose, whatever you want to call it, because even our guides and spirit has no way of knowing exactly when that's going to happen, because everything is depending on so many other things.
Exactly. And
Does that
what
make
decision
any sense?
are you going to make?
Yeah.
What path are you going to take?
Yeah.
And if you decide not to follow your path, then I'm going to go, okay, that's what you chose. There's no right or wrong here. That's what you chose. But just going to warn you, in your next life, you're going to come back and do the same lesson.
Yeah.
So why not do it and get it over with now?
And there's enough people that talk about past lives and everything to understand that it's not a punishment. It's like you're here to learn.
Yeah.
You could sit there when, I heard this guy talking about it. I thought that's a good way of explaining it. You could just go, yeah, I'm not going back there. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing for a while, and then you get bored, and it's like, okay, I'm ready to go back in there. Okay, well, you didn't learn these things. You got to learn them again. It's not punishment.
No, it's lessons you chose.
Lesson you have to clear these, because everything is evolving. Everyone is. It's not just us. The whole universe, the whole whatever consciousness. We're part of consciousness, so it's all evolving, right?
True.
So
it is.
Anyway, did we go off on a strange enough tangent here?
Oh, you probably did. When we get together, that always happens.
Is there a song about that? Can we end with a song?
Well, and I'm feeling very, very good and contented, especially after you gave me the Reiki treatment. So it's like, oh, good. I feel so good after. It's like, you want to come for a Reiki chair? Yes!
Always my pleasure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's something about when, you're working with that energy and it just pulls out all the negative that has been kind of around me because of what's been going on. And then you just kind of take it all away. And I have the best nap ever.
Good.
It's fabulous.
Well, it's the least I can do. I mean, for all you've done for me, us, and other people. So someone has to, I'm like the housekeeper. I got to come along and clean you up after.
Well, you're the best housekeeper.
I don't know. Have you seen my house lately?
You got lots going on. Yeah, you guys never stop.
Everybody does. So.
Exactly.
Well, Janet, this has been very helpful. And I think part of this came out of, it's good to have someone to call and be able to, get insights and feedback and vent and stuff like that. But ultimately, you can't fix it. You can only give people information.
Yeah.
And it's up to people to, And I think, are you getting a lot of repeat? I'm not trying to put you on the spot with any particular people or anything. I don't mean it that way. But do you find now more than ever you're getting a lot of people calling about the same thing? Or how can I word this differently? Or, okay, they called you for advice and information. You give it to them. They don't believe you or accept it. And then they're calling back because things, okay. Is that on the increase, do you think? Or it's the same as always?
Well, they don't like my answer, okay?
Oh.
Because when they call and they go, oh, this is still happening, I said, okay, according to our last reading, did you do this, this, and this? No, I just figured I would do it a different way. I said, so when you do it a different way, you change the outcome. Mm-hmm. So, you still have the opportunity to go back and change it. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, oh, okay, well, maybe I will. But there is some that are like, no, I am going to get a reading, and whatever she tells me, I'm going to do the opposite. And they continue to do that. And they say to me, well, I don't know why I'm getting a reading because you tell me stuff and I never do it and it never turns out. Well, maybe if you did it would turn out fine, And it's like, oh my God.
Well, you can't do it for them.
No, right? I can't. They have to do it. This is their journey.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah.
Well, it's sure going to be interesting to see as we get into the fall, because September is also, so if you do numerology, that's when the energies of whatever your next year's cycle, those energies are going to be felt and starting to come in. Then we have all these astrological things, all the earth stuff that's happening.
Oh, Lordy.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, again...
Cucaracha.
We've said... Cucaracha, that's actually a dance step. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I knew song and music would come in here somewhere. That's part of the rumba step. We do a little cucaracha in there. And I think as hard as it is, when you see the chaos unfolding around you, you have to be the observer and go, okay, why is this happening? Imploding, exploding. Is this trying to force me to change and go into a different direction? Is this showing me something that I have to do? Is this about the people around me that I need to let go of or change? Like, there's so many different moving parts. It's not the same for every person. But whatever it is that's triggering you, you have to heal it, because you will not be able to stand tall in the energy of the changes that are coming in if you don't. It's just going to knock you out.
Yeah.
It's going to take you out even harder.
Best advice is stay calm.
And if you resist and resist and resist, the universe is just going to slap you on your ass.
There you go.
And you might not like that.
Nope.
It might be harder to come back from that.
Stay strong. Observe what's going on now, and then just go from a practical stance. What do I need to do? What's the best thing I can do to create the best scenario for me?
Mm-hmm. And we tend to think like, well, there can't be anything beyond what I have that can be better or different or worse. I like those buttons you gave me today. Yeah. How can it get better than this?
Exactly.
I suppose you got to get your name on there and sell those. Yeah.
No.
I'm sure our listeners would love one of your buttons. How can it get better than this? Yeah. And also what you said earlier, it's about ask your guides. We're not alone.
Exactly.
You came in here with help. Ask your guides. Start, and I guess maybe that's part of it too. I'm not saying everybody in the world is calling you, but they're calling other people who have the same gifts as you. They don't realize they have those gifts too. How about going inward and asking yourself, your higher self, your guides, God, if you can go there, and ask. And then trust what's given to you. And it'll feel weird at first, and you may not get that you're connecting in that way. And you don't have to go into a deep meditation to do it. No. You just ask. Yeah. And it's like a muscle. You'll just get better at it and better at it. And then they can call you and check in with you. Hey, exactly. I got this. Did you get this? Okay.
Yep.
And start to build your own intuit. What does my gut say? Like, before, you have to admit that over the last, 5-6 years, maybe more, the amount of interest and understanding and energies and intuition and psychics and all of that stuff is more than it ever has been in an extremely long time. And so, where was I going to go with that? I had it. Where's something about that? So we tend to, if you think of really, let's take it to like a 3D world analogy, like people who are extremely successful in business, for example, and you talk to them and you say, what are the things that made you successful? Well, I trusted my gut. Mm-hmm. So we have a tendency to go, I trust my gut. Trust my heart, trust my gut. Yeah. Well, stop ignoring it then.
Exactly.
If your gut tells you that, why are you doubting yourself? It's 50-50. So trust your gut and see where it takes you.
Yep.
And if you're wrong, you go, okay, that wasn't quite the right information. But if it's right, then you can go, oh, okay, tick, that was a good one. Now I know I have confidence. I can believe in this. Yep. So the next time, now I'm going to pay more attention when I have a situation. Okay, what does my gut tell me?
Exactly.
And then you can start
or
from there.
Just ask yourself, how does this feel?
How does it feel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, why are you doing it?
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways, on that note, you have yourself a fabulous rest of your day.
I will have a fabulous day because I had a fabulous treatment.
Thank you. All right, everyone. We're going to sign off here, broadcasting from beautiful North Bay, Ontario. And have yourself a fabulous day in health, harmony, and happiness.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.